In this tutorial, we want to draw this logo here for Jui Jitsu Judo Karate School. We are using Inkscape 1.0, or you can draw it in Inkscape in general. Now, the first thing you have to do is to go for your circle tool. We click it and then we draw a circle. Go to Control and draw a circle. Now, for us to get things going nicely, I would suggest that you go to Object, Fill and Stroke to get this thing popping up here, and then reduce the opacity a bit so you can see through because I prefer that, because the things we'll be doing, maybe it's better for us to see through a bit. So just reduce this. You see, this is the alpha channel here. If it's 100, it means it's highly opaque, and then as you remove it, it becomes a bit transparent. Let's leave it around this point. Now we need to draw another circle. We will need 3 circles. So we do a duplicate. You can do a duplicate by going to Edit and then press Duplicate. We have a second circle. We place the circle here. Now we want it to snap. We want this thing to snap to here, so we know they are fixed together. So go on and activate your snapping tool. And what do we need here? We need this. We need snap smooth nodes, including quadrant points of ellipse. I will just tell you all the things you should snap already, and then I'll point as we go on. But we need this for this tool to snap. So just go here, activate this first, activate this, and then activate this, this, and then activate all this. I think for now this, and activate this. I'll tell you why. For the reason for this is because we want these quadrant points to of the ellipse to snap, because you see quadrant points of ellipse snap smooth nodes, including quadrant points for it to snap. So let's see here. Now that is on, it snaps nicely. Then the thing we need is that we need another circle so that it's here. We can either just do a copy and place it here, and fidget around so that it fits nicely here. You can do a copy by you can also do a copy by left clicking your mouse and pressing your space bar on your keyboard, and you can do something like that to place it somewhere here. But if another way you can do it, if you can't get it to fit nicely, because the snap, I notice Inkscape is not working when I try to snap 2 things. Now if I want to snap the third one, it doesn't snap. It doesn't snap here well. So to get it right, you can also select both and then do a duplicate. We just a duplicate. We can also do right click and then press duplicate, and then we rotate this 90 degrees to 60 degrees. To rotate this 60 degrees, just go to Object, Transform, and this dialog box pops up, and then press 60 and then choose clockwise and then do Apply. Now what we've rotated is here. We just pick it and place it here. Now you see mine snapped nicely. Why? Because we had this snap other points center on, and the important thing is snap center of objects, because we wanted the center of this circle to snap with the other circle. Now press here to deselect everything, and then select one of the circles that we don't need, because we were having We just need 3 circles for our work. Now the third thing we want to do is to draw a circle that goes and touches on these 3 small circles at their circumference. And it has a center here. We could just start drawing it, or if you want it to be precise, you could just draw 3 lines. So you could draw 1, 2, and 3, and then you will get the intersection points here, or even 1, 2 lines will also give you the intersection. Best thing I would say one can do is to draw a rectangle. So let's draw a rectangle which we'll use like a ruler. Let's give the rectangle, draw it longer. Let's see here, let's select it and make it even a bit longer. We are going to use this just as a ruler. Let's change the color of the stroke or the boundary. So just go to shift, and then we give it a different color so that we can see it. Choose any color at all you like. I've chosen green, and then the color is not important because these are just rulers. We want to place it such that the edge here, the corner of this ruler that we have created, or the rectangle, intersects with the center of this third circle. Why? Because we do that so that we are sure that the ruler is going through this point here. And then we do a duplicate of the ruler again, go to edit, duplicate, and then we would rotate it 120 degrees so that we get it lying here. So this is 60, so let's just rotate it twice. 1, 2 gives us 60 plus 60 is 120. We place it somewhere here, and make sure that also this edge here snaps at the center of this circle, so that we are sure that it's passed also through here. So the intersection point is here. Now we can draw a circle, our circle, such that the center is here and it touches here. We go for our circle tool and start drawing. We put it somewhere there. It doesn't matter if we will fix a bit if it doesn't work. Now go to Control and Shift, and then draw your circle so that it passes around there and the center is there. I think this is okay. I think we are good here, but if not, we will adjust it a bit. We want to be sure whether the center went to, you see, this is the center. If you press this circle here and press again, you get this rotation handle. You should see the cross intersecting directly at where the 2 rulers intersect as well. For that reason we would need this snap to path intersection, because this is intersection of the rulers in this. Let's see now whether it will snap. You see, it snapped nicely. So now I'm sure that my circle, it goes around nicely. Now we need a third circle. The third circle is to go through here. Next, we pick this ruler and rotate it 90 degrees. I can rotate using this or this. Since there's 90 here, I just rotate it from here, so I don't need to type. Now I place this ruler here so that it intersects with the tip, the corner here of the ruler is to intersect with the quadrant points of this circle. So that's why we activated snap to caps nose including rectangle corners, because the ruler is a rectangle. What we drew is a rectangle. Now, is it snapping? Yes, it is. So the center, the next circle we want to draw must go through here, and then they have the center here. Now let's start drawing a circle. We go for our circle tool, and then again go to Shift and Control and start drawing a circle. It doesn't matter, sometimes it's not, it tries to change to be. Don't worry about that, just try to get it there. Okay, so we have it here. Let's see. I go to the selection tool, I do this. You see this cross here, it intersects exactly at the center, at where they intersect, the rulers intersect. If yours is not, just move it around a bit. This will guide you a bit because we have this quadrant points things activated. Now we don't need our rulers. We can select our rulers and delete by going to the keyboard and pressing delete. Select and delete them. We are now left with this, our circles that we want to deal with. We do a duplicate of this circle here. So go select it and go to edit duplicate. Now we have a duplicate of it. We want, what we are looking for first of all is to get the intersecting part, this part here. So why did I do a duplicate? I did a duplicate because I will use this and this to find the intersection, and I still need the balls to lie in one of this circle. So now select this and go to Shift and select this and go to Path Intersection. Now let's give the intersection a different color for the time being, the color that we, okay. The next thing we want to do is to do a union with this, what we formed here. If you can't see it, I blow up the opacity a bit. So we want to do a union with what we formed here in this circle here. So this is already selected, so go to Shift and press, it's selected all, if you can see. So I selected, or I couldn't reach this. So for me to be able to reach it, just press Shift again to deselect this, and then move this big thing below. So go here and lower selection to bottom so that we can reach these balls. Now we deselect everything, go back and select this one and Shift and select one of the balls. So we need this small circle and this shape, and then we are going to do a union of them. So go to Path Union. Now you see here we are almost there. Our shape is this form, but there is something here we need to cut. Yes, we do a difference with this and that to get the shape. So go to Shift, this is already selected, select this, and then we go to Path, and then we do difference, and then we have the shape we're looking for. We don't need this, so we can discard this. We can either delete them. You go to delete on your keyboard, select and delete or everything that we don't need for now. Now we need 3 of them, so we need 2 more. So a circle is 360 degrees. Since we need 3 to put in a circle, we divide 360 by 3, we get 120. So we rotate this by 120 degrees. So we do a duplicate of this. Let's do a duplicate of this by going to Edit Duplicate, and then we rotate rotate this 120 degrees. Since we have 60 here, we just do 1 260 plus 60 is 120. So this comes here, we snap it in there. Now the same way we do a duplicate here, we go to edit, duplicate, and then we want to rotate 120 degrees. You can write 120 here, or 60 plus 60, 120. So we do 1, 2, and then we place this here. Okay, so now we are done with what we wanted to do. But the next thing we would do is I changed the stroke to black. So let's change it to black. We go here, and then I think I changed it to gray. So let's select each one of them and give them go to shift and give it 70% gray. We pick this as well and go to shift and give it 70% gray. We pick this and then the same thing, shift and give the 70% gray. Let's see here, did I place everything nicely? Okay, everything should fit inside nicely. Now the next thing we want to do is to do a duplicate of the original circle. So just go to the center and click to select it, and then we do a duplicate by going to edit, duplicate. Now we have our duplicate. With the duplicate, we would want to make it a bit bigger. So make sure that this handle is like this. Go to shift control so that it doesn't move, and you can extend it a bit like this. Now the same way, we need another duplicate again. So in the same way, do a duplicate of this one here. You just go to edit, duplicate. Now the next one, go to shift control and then also make it a bit like this. So that's where we are going to write these words here: Jui Jitsu Judo Karate. Now we want a space here, so what we would need to do is to select this circle here. If you cannot reach it, it means that this is more or less on it, the one we did. So just press this and move it to the bottom. So we go and move this to the lower, to the bottom. Now we can reach this. We go for this one and shift, and we go for the other one, and then we go to path, and then we go to difference. So now we have this space here. Now we don't need the circle that is inside, so just select it. Be careful, the selection should be in such a way that covers this whole thing. Select it and move it away. You can delete it. We want to now write something here. First of all, maybe we change our colors. Let's go here and give this red, and since we reduce the opacity, we want it 100%, so it's really red. And this the same, we go to yellow, we move it so that it's really yellow. And then this, we go to green, we want it, and then we move it here. Now the next thing we can do is to put these Japanese writings in them. This means Jujitsu, this Judo, and this Karate. Now, how did I get these tests? What I did was just to write these words in Google Translator, and then translate it to Japanese, and then afterwards I just each one of them I saved as PNG, and then after that I came here and did import, and then I imported them here. So these are PNG files, but I don't want them to be in PNG. I want them to be in SVG. If that is the file format of Inkscape. Or so what I did, so that I can also remove the background, because if you look here, if I just put this here, I have the background there that I don't want. So what I would do is that I take each one of them and I go to path, trace, bitmap. This dialog box pops up, and then you go to single scan. I have a video on how to scan things, so that describes all the things here, but now I'll just stick to only these, what we need, the basics. You can check that video. Go to single scan, click this, and there are options here. What we need is edge detection. You can do updates to see what it is, and if it's fine. I mean, if yours is not, the letters are not appearing, you can also adjust this edge threshold, because when you adjust it, it makes it darker. So you adjust it in the way that you want, and then you go to OK, and then this comes, and then you lift. You can now let's do for the rest, and then we start decorating. So the same thing, single scan, we do updates, and then we do OK for this the same. We go to single scan, edge detection, and then we do updates to see, and OK. Now we have this, we pick up. I can maybe just, let me close this, we don't need it anymore. Now I come and pick this. If it's not coming, these ones down, so go to lower below. Let's lower everything first, just to be sure. Okay, now we have this. We place it at wherever we want, we think is beautiful. Somewhere here, we pick this as well. We come and place it here. We pick this, and then we place it here. Now I think our thing is coming nicely. Now this, I chose this color here. Okay, I think this is the color I chose. I chose this color. Now we want to write Jui Jitsu Judo Karate here. Now we go to our test tool, and then go to test and font to get this dialog box popping up here. The font that I used was Century Gothic, so select that. So now write the word Jui Jitsu, and then give space, equal space, maybe 1 2 3 4 5. I will use 5. You can use whichever space you want, depending on the circle you drew, just for it to look nice. Judo, and then write karate. Now we go on and select this ring we've already created here, and then we go to path, object to path, because the action we want to take entails a path. Now we select the test and go to shift, select our path, and then we go to test, put on path. Now in case yours did not get inside, you might be troubled. Don't worry, because I got mine inside. Why? Because I had already done this, and that's the last thing I did, so it remembers it. So if yours is outside, just go here and press flip selected objects horizontally, and it goes out, it comes in. So this toggles it up and down. You understand what I mean? So if you want it inside, let it be like this, because we want it inside. Now press again, and then we rotate it in such a way that we get it down here. So we move this here. Okay, it's not necessary. We can now adjust it more or less when we remove it from the test. Actually, you saw that this thing moved a bit, but doesn't matter. You can place it. Now you can even also deactivate this thing for the time being. We don't need this. For example, we need only the centers, more or less, so that we don't get into any complications. I think it's good. It's centered nicely. The next thing we would need to do is to detach this test from this circle. So just press only the test here, and then go to path, object to path. Now it's standing on its own, so that we can move it a bit up here, so it's symmetric a bit. Yeah, something like this is good. And then we can also, I think we are good here. I think we are good. I'm not very sure about this blue color here, because I think maybe the color, let's try some other blues. I think this works better. This is lighter and looks nicer. I think that's what I chose. And then I have red here instead of green. If you like this green, then you can stick to it, but if you want the red, just go to shift again and select go to shift and select this and change it to red. So we go to red. Yes. So this is basically how to draw this logo. Thank you for watching. Please help me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.